Okay guys, let's talk about something special today, something very near and dear to my heart, something I've been wanting for a very long time and was just able to recently be able to pick that up. Been saving my pennies for a while because this thing is expensive. It's an Brown Kobra Carry and a special one to boot. I have not seen one like this in the past. I've seen black, or I've seen stainless steel. I've seen, one with a battle bronze frame and a black slide. I have not seen one yet that was all battle bronze. And it is absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and safety check it. Safety checked, nothing in the chamber. Safe gun. So, let's take a couple looks at this. Battle bronze finish. All over. Absolutely stunning. Just beautiful. Has a great shine to it. It's a little glossy. It reminds me a bit of Cerakote, but I don't know if it is Cerakote. They say it's a thermopolymer coating. The guy at the gun shop says it reminds him of Cerakote, and he does Cerakote, so I'm going to say it's probably some type of Cerakote. They did put some black pieces on here, so the barrel bushing's black, the trigger's black, and the hammer's black. And one thing I noticed, and this is just craftsmanship when it comes to Ed Brown. I mean, they really build a fine weapon here. Let's take a look right here. Everything is battle bronze. I mean, this pin's battle bronze. The safety on this side, or not the safety, excuse me, the magazine release on this side is battle bronze, but the pin's black. This pin's black and this pin's black, straight down that way. This one's battle bronze. So, I mean, they actually thought about this when they were putting it together, and they were, throwing the coating on there. Did a great job with that. Take a look here. I mean, that grippy feel about it. Anybody out there wondering if it's good or not, is it worth it? It is fabulous. I mean, you can just 2 fingers grab right onto it, and it just bites. It moves perfect. You have it on the mainspring housing here, as well as the front strap. I gotta say, the front strap, having it on there, is about the best handling gun I've ever had. I have some with 25 per square inch checkering, and a lot of them without checkering. They don't seem to always come with checkering these days. This one just feels perfect in the hand. It's not very aggressive. It's not going to hurt your hand when shooting. I mean, you can really get a good grip on that, squeeze on it, and it really gets rid of all the vertical movement when you're shooting. In the side-to-side movement, very minimal. I mean, this stuff's aggressive, just like a snake. It is a Kobra Carry. I mean, this thing just speaks special. The fit on this thing is just outstanding. Everything about it is. I mean, this is the gun. I mean, I love this thing. I wanted one for a very long time. I mean, take a look at the fit there. Let's zoom in on that. Get some good light on it. Look at the fit and finish on that. I mean, just perfectly fit. There's no play side to side on this. I mean, it's not going to move. It's solid. Anybody out there thinking about getting one, I mean, it is worth it. I'm glad I spent the money on it. I took it out at the range. It is the most accurate handgun I own. I have a Kimber, I have a Smith & Wesson, I have a Springfield Armory. This thing is more accurate. Maybe I'm just biased because I like it so much, but I was able to get really great accuracy out of this. And I do a lot of shooting at 7 yards, personal defense distance when I first start using a new handgun. And I mean, I was grouping same hole, quarter of an inch maybe. I mean, they were all just going right through the bullseye. The first shot I ever took with this was right through the bullseye, and that just kind of lets you know it's meant to be. But this thing is, like I said, it's just amazing. The trigger on this out of the box is 4 pounds. I tested it 2 ways. I did the Lyman trigger gauge, and I also got a 4-pound weight, and it's set at 4 pounds. It's absolutely wonderful. I mean, it just breaks crisp. The trigger is perfectly fitted. Let's take a look here. It is perfectly fitted. I mean, very little play there. You can see there's just not much. There's no side to side. hardly any up and down. This is the best fit trigger I've ever seen in my life. And you just a little pressure, there it goes. And here's the reset, right there. I mean, over and over again, you can get really, really fast shooting on this. Just this thing is absolutely the best handgun I've ever even handled. Is it worth the money? I mean, that's up to you. If you love your Kimbers, your Springfield Armories, and you shoot really well with them, then maybe it's not worth the money to you. To me, it was worth it. I've shot with those other handguns. I like them. I own 4 1911s now. I like to collect them, you know, and I wanted something that was super premium, you know. And you're looking at the Wilson Combats, the Nighthawk Custom, Guncrafter, Ed Brown in that market. You know, Ed Brown has a presence around my area. You know, it's yeah, I don't see many Wilson Combats. I've been seeing some Nighthawks recently. And out of all of them, I was following a Wilson Combat CQB the other day, a Nighthawk Talon 2 with the bobtail. And what I really wanted was a 4 1/4 inch barrel 1911 with a bobtail. I mean, I knew that's what I wanted. And, you know, Ed Brown really fit the bill perfect on that. It's got the perfect bobtail. I mean, he was the guy who created the bobtail. So, you know, probably a really good one to go with. The snake skin, or the snake checkering, I mean, that's one of the other things that really sold me on it. It feels fantastic, and it's very, very, very functional. I haven't had any issues with this pistol yet since I got it. You know, I took it out at the range, got about 150 rounds through it. It's still, you know, going to need a little bit of work, but no failures to do anything. I mean, when you pull the trigger, it went bang every single time. I will say, you know, you'll notice a difference after about 150 rounds of, you know, standard ammunition. You know, you're going to notice a little bit of dirt and grime in there, and you're going to feel the slide's not going to move quite the same. It's going to be a little gritty, but it's such a tightly fit gun. I mean, I can understand that, and people told me that. So, you know, you want to make sure this is definitely one you want to clean after every single range trip. This thing probably won't run super dirty, but I haven't heard any issues of these. They run just fine. The slide on this is just like glass. Now, I put fire lube on it also. Fire lube, I mean, this thing, with the way they put this gun together and match that with fire lube, I mean, you got something that's on ball bearings here. It is smooth as can be. I love it. You'll notice, though, after a lot of firing, you're going to get some grime out of the back, and it's going to be a little tight. Clean it out. You're good to go. Yeah, my Smith & Wesson and my other 1911s, I mean, after about 300 rounds, it'll feel about the same. This one feels that way in about, you know, 150. But all in all, I mean, this gun, if you're thinking about it, you want a high-end 1911, you're in the market, seriously give this Ed Brown a try. You might like it, you might not, you might want the Wilson Combat, you might want the Nighthawk. I mean, and that's up to you. There's so many different options out there, and they're all fantastic. This is the one that works for me. This is the one I wanted, and I'm in love with this thing. You know, if you get a chance to shoot one, you know, you really should get out there and give it a shot. If you guys have any questions, please comment below, and you know, I'll get to them as soon as I can.